Hello. We're at hour 12 and video 3 of the 6-hour upload schedule, and I've realized I forgot to schedule time to sleep. Oh well. Kia ora whānau, kia kōrero. We're in a weird little transition period between TI7 and the next big update, and yet we gotta pay the bills and make some videos, so I thought, why not take the opportunity and do some weird little guides that I normally wouldn't? Plus, it's really hard to justify making an in-depth guide about heroes that are definitely gonna change, so let's go with Helm of the Dominator on Doombringer. Doom. On paper it makes sense, you devour one creep, get its abilities, and then double it up with Helm, but it gets a little deeper than that. Helm of the Dominator just by itself offers constant HP regen and an attack speed aura that usually is applied to everyone in a teamfight. Doom's usually the guy in the thick of things. This item plus an armor item and all of a sudden you're the tankiest hero in the game. I mean, you probably could skip the armor item entirely, just get the Ice Ogre plus the Wildling Ripper's plus 3 armor aura, or even do fun next level things like dominating one Mud Golem, devouring the other, walking up to someone near their creeps, hurling a boulder from the golem, then one from you, then dominating another creep, killing the golem, and then hurling 2 more boulders. If you're really stupid, you could even buy a Bloodstone, Suicide, have 2 more mini golems, or mini Doom spawn, and an extra 2 hurl boulders. Oh. But please don't do that. Doombringer is an interesting beast. On one hand, you pick Doom for his Doom, but on the other, you avoid picking him on heroes who'd naturally buy Lincoln Sphere. And Lincoln's is fought on mobile heroes who use spells to constantly keep on the move, and you pick Doom for his Doom to counter those heroes. Even though by virtue of having picked Doom, they'd build Lincolns countering Doom. So it ends up you should pick Doom when you don't want Doom. That seems pretty simple, right? In reality, Doom counters a different set of heroes. Heroes who don't know they depend on their spells. Who would that be, you ask? Well, heroes like Spectre and Phoenix, and supports like Lich. Spectre also fits into the other category of extremely high HP heroes who get crippled by percent-based damage. Damage like Infernal Blade. Axe goes up there too, considering he makes you attack him, and you have a slow base attack time but hit hard on those hits, so you're actually the worst person Axe could face. All in all, the list goes high HP heroes, heroes who like spells but wouldn't get Lincolns because it doesn't really fit their builds or their supports who can't afford it, and then heroes like Stormer Weaver. Maybe after you've picked up a 4-staff or Halberd to break the Lincolns in the first place. And so obviously the heroes that counter Doom are the polar opposites of what I just said. High armor heroes, heroes who don't depend on spells, or at least more depend on passives like Lifestealer, and heroes who get Lincolns way before you can deal with it. Ironically, Doom is none of those 3 categories that I just listed, so in a match against another Doom, Doom would lose. As with every only way to play oh, look at that. Valve has, for the last few months, just deleted the ability to port these guides into Dota, so the only way to play guides is to just memorize them. I can't put them in game. Good luck. This is the skill build, and we're heading to the offlane. You can jungle if you want, but maybe try it once in a bot game to realize how amazingly slow it is these days. A value point in Q, W, and E works wonders. If you're playing defensive, max W. If you're playing aggressive, get E. If you're playing passively and just not really doing anything but farming, get Q. And yeah, Devour devours any neutral, enemy creep, and enemy or neutral summon, which technically means you could, devour an enemy Eidolon and then duplicate yourself after 6 hits, but strangely IceFrog didn't want to add that. You can only get abilities from neutral creeps even though you can devour enemy creeps. When you kill, you get the XP and gold like normal, just immediately, and after the creep's health divided by 20 you get bonus gold. So, for example, for an 800 health creep, after 40 seconds you get your extra 100 gold. If you die while you're still devouring the creep, you lose the buff and don't get the extra gold. And if Devour comes off cooldown while you're still devouring the previous creep, you can't use it until you finish devouring it. So that translates to if you eat a creep with over 800 health, you won't be able to use Devour again efficiently. Oh god. At level 1, avoid creeps over 1400 health, and then every level just take off 200 health. Yeah, see? Totally simple spell, and we haven't even gone into the actual spells that you get after you devour a creep. Yikes. Scorched Earth is an instant 600 range aura thingy that separately burns enemies 40 damage per second, heals you 40 damage, or health per second I guess, and gives 14% movement speed at all levels. And here's the neat thing, all units under Doom's control also get the movement speed and regen. They don't get the DPS, but to be fair, that's probably for balance. Imagine it. Helm gives a 425 movement speed, Scorched Earth makes that 485, and if Doom has the speed aura from that fat kobold, both he and the creep get max movement speed. Without boots. Infernal Blade is an attack modifier that stacks with any other. It stuns, it deals 160 magical damage over 4 seconds. Oh, plus up to 28% of the target's max HP. And for some reason they stack, meaning that with Coddle's Chakra Magic you can remove the cooldown, get Echo Saber, hit someone twice, and guarantee you have done over half of their max HP. In 2 hits, and Shadow Demon, add him to the mix, and no matter what the max HP of a hero is, in 2 hits he's dead. It's also great level 1 for an extra 100 plus 5% HP harass. And then there's the titular Doom. Doom is awful. It's a more extreme version of Bane's ults. Not better per se, just more extreme. Longer cooldown, short cast range, more important to not fuck up, and infinitely easier to fuck up. I'm on a mission to disrupt any hero that builds around a long cooldown ultimate that's easily countered. I've done Tidehunter, I've done Bane, and now I'm doing Doom. I hope you're all looking forward to my upcoming No Black Hole Carry Enigma guide. Valve's really dropped the ball. I can't even edit together an item build, so your best bet is really just to look up guides that are already in the game that sort of sound like my one. Tortellini's offlane build is probably the closest to something that I'd suggest. He says, get Tangos and PMS, Poor Man's Shield, to start off with. I'd say the same. Boots of choice are usually phase. You're fighting an uphill battle if you prioritize attack speed over damage on a hero with a base attack time of 2. Instead of drums though, swing in for the Helm and just skip Midas. Soon I'll get into every neutral creep's abilities to fully explain Helm's potential, but for now just focus on early game devouring and dominating our armor creeps, and mana and health regen creeps. Mid game get the big boys, centaurs, trolls, tomatoes, and late game focus on alpha wolves generally. You don't really ever need to get the talent that gives you the ancient creeps. It's not really that good. After that, Echo Saber's good, circumvents your attack speed woes, and gives you mana and a slow to add to your Infernal Blade stun, and then prioritize armor, utility, and just enough mana regen just to stay afloat. You don't need too much, you just need something that isn't 0. Something like Lotus covers all of that, Shiva's does too, Solar Crest. My Helm of the Dominator Doom avoids building around the spell Doom as much as possible anyway, so really, it's Helm of the Dominator Doom minus Doom. I guess we'll call him Dom. Hello. This Dominator Doom episode was brought to you by these people. Gorrocker, Foxy fucking Loxley, Freekill, Chris, 1996, Pearson Mewborn, the Adam Sandler Attack Crab, Allahu Dankbar, Lucas Cocone, Zenopnumbra, Mr. Revolute, Shadow Sweetheart, Jeff Miller, Carbon Bond, Rugum Fleur, haha, I saw these guides a whole month ago. That's very true. Michael Robb, Mr. Magic aka The Tones, Kaiser Wilhelm, Orslovich, Shiva's Guard, Lieutenant Papa, Red, English Breakfast Tea, Pro S, Procrastination Studios, Leonard, Yabus McGee, Soranok, Hixt, I don't understand, XD? I don't get it. Christian Rudder, Malakot, Scar, Apache Mari wearing a headwear neckwear nicknamed Hatcrafter, Jim Bob the Son of God, Tsunami Shadow, Puneeth P, Rhett Mitchell, Exato, Whimsy Shy Magic, Grumman, Emmy Dies Alone, King Gizzard the Shitty Wizard, that's an awesome name by the way, Herpaderpadoodadip, Swaggity Boody, Beep Boop Dee, Tugs McBoat, Slap a Leg of Lamb on the side for it, Redless, Zeframplica, Kerosene, and 15. And then the rest. This guy is around to play Pugna Dagon, is constantly there, and he pays $4 when it's like a $5 thing to get your name read out. And shit, I just read out his name. Oh, God! No! But, is it wrong? Probably not. It's just probably inefficient. I mean, I don't think there are many things that can really necessarily be called wrong in Dota. Yeah? I mean, play it if you want. I'm sure people have won with it and have won like straight up because of going Pugna Dagon. There's this weird thing where it's like, did you win in spite of the fact that you went that build, or did you win straight up because you did that? Did you get that kill because you had Dagon instead of any other item there? It's, I mean, someone out there must have done it, and you can be the person to do it again. And then, yeah, there's the rest of these names. There's that guy. Ho, 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 ho. And that one. Oh, and that one. Look at that guy. What a cutie. Oh, look at that guy. And that girl. Girl? Whoa. Hey, look at me. Look at me, guys. Look at that. Didn't realize. There were them. And yeah, that's it. Bye!